All right, so this question was submitted by Maya from Houston, and she says, can you share with us the process of destroying yourself? What happened that led to that? How was that process? This is actually a really good question because you can destroy yourself without even realizing it. One day you just look up and you're like, how did I get here? How is this my life? I totally get it, trust me. I broke this down into different phases because I wanted you to see how self-destruction is really just self-neglect on repeat. Because you don't just fall apart overnight, you fall apart in small acts of self-betrayal. All right, so phase one, you start silencing yourself, okay? You stop saying what you really feel just to keep the peace. But every time you hold back on speaking your truth, you shrink yourself a little. It's very subtle, but that's the start. And then we get to phase two, where you start to trade authenticity for approval. In this phase, you start becoming whoever people need you to be. You out here laughing at jokes that you don't really think is funny. You agreeing with people that you don't really agree with. It's almost like you shape shifting just to feel safe. And after a while of doing this, you don't even know what real feels like anymore. And then before you know it, you done slipped into phase three. You start to chase distraction instead of direction. Instead of facing what's hurting, you just stay busy. Doom scrolling on social media, drinking all the time, overworking, overthinking. In this phase, any movement feels like progress, even when it's just an escape. And before you know it, you done hit phase four. You call coping your character. At this point, you just out here defending the pain. I'm just built like this. No, you became like this. And you just mistaken all these survival traits for your identity. And before you know it, you done hit phase five, probably the most dangerous of all the phases. You start to normalize the numbness. In this phase, you stop noticing how disconnected you really are. This is when you start telling yourself stuff like, oh well, this is just life. And that is when the self-destruction is finally complete. Not with the big bang, but with acceptance. You don't destroy yourself all at once, you do it quietly. Mind you, all of this started to happen because you started silencing your truth for whatever reason. I really want you to understand that every time you silence your truth, you're teaching your soul that it doesn't matter. And that's why you feel destroyed, because your soul is the core of who you are.